What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking an updated look at the Jordan 6 Salesman Sample. This is the God Killer batch from Kickwho. Before we get into these, I want to remind you this video and all the content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you are new to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me while you're here. Really appreciate that. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to have that in the description for you. Guys, I appreciate all your support. Let's take a look at these Jordan 6s. So, such a polarizing shoe. This is one that years ago we would have loved to have gotten as a sample and then actually release, and then lo and behold they do release and people complain about them for a multitude of reasons. But they wanted the infrareds, whatever. To me, I think both shoes are, there's room for both of them, and it's amazing that we can get something like this. Again, this is the God Killer batch from Kickwho. Let me show you their information right there, including that discount code for you, kvegas. Be sure to use that. Let's dive right in. So of course with this one you do have your 6 outsole, solid rubber on the black, and then kind of an icy blue, and then you got that crimson red Jumpman. All that looks as it ought to. Midsole on this one, guys, you do have that bright crimson. Again, it is not, a lot of people, obviously calling these the reverse infrareds. I've even listed them as that on my channel previously, but there is no infrared on this shoe. It is bright crimson, but it's a kind of a semi-gloss finish. Air unit looks good. Going around to the medial side, pretty good job on the paint. Few glue spots here and there, honestly. Nothing too dramatic, but you can't miss that on a black midsole to black upper. Toe cap area, again, a little bit right there, but all in all, not too bad. Now, fit and comfort of these shoes, these are a men's 13 and they do fit true to size, no issue with that at all. I've already got another pair of these from Kickwho, so there wasn't any question about that in my mind. But then comfort wise, these are going to come with a Dream Cell insole, which is my favorite for Jordan retros, especially a Jordan 6 like this, because I just don't personally feel like the 6 is a very comfortable Jordan retro. So when we get that nicer insole, it definitely makes a big difference. Now the upper of the shoe, so I've reviewed this one multiple times, different sellers, batches, etc., and none of them have gotten one thing right on this pair, and that is this back panel. It is supposed to be a little bit different shade / texture than the rest of the shoe, and this one, including all the other ones that I remember reviewing, it's more uniform. I know when I turn it like this, the camera and the lighting is kind of giving it that appearance that maybe this panel is a little bit different. It's pretty uniform, guys. I think when you turn it like that, you can see more. But that's a very, and I've seen some retail pairs in hand. Shout out to B Outlaw if you're watching this video, but it's not super noticeable, but it is a difference. So I just wanted to go ahead and point that out, and like I said, it's been that way on every one of these that I have reviewed, regardless of the seller. Maybe that's a better shot of it right there in the light. I don't know, when I turn it like that, it almost looks like the same. Anyway, it's a very subtle difference. You'd have to about see them side by side or be really knowing what you're looking for. So to me, it's just not an issue, but I do want to I try to point out anything I can. I'm not all knowing with shoes by any stretch, but I do try to point out if there's something that's, obvious. But at any rate, let's move on. Pretty good shape on the toe box here, and it does bounce back. Just black laces with this one on the neoprene tongue. You got that bright crimson on the Jumpman and your lace lock, your normal Air Jordan font on the pull tab. That's kind of like rubberized with the padding behind it. And then you can see the black sock liner and the branding on that insole. Another thing that people were up in arms about with this shoe is that this release did not come with any 3M. You can hit the light here and you can see no reflection on these panels like you would have had on the actual infrareds. And again, you can see right there, well, let me get the light off. This shade is not quite infrared, it's crimson. This is infrared, almost like a pinkish hue versus the crimson. So I know we've been calling them reverse infrareds. It's really not, it's the Salesman Sample. But anyway, no 3M, and people were up in arms about that, even though the shoe's not supposed to have 3M, but whatever. Again, we can't make everybody happy. Like I said, if you'd released these a couple years ago and people actually were talking about the samples, they've been crazy about them, and then they release them and people are saying, oh, we just wanted the regular infrared, so whatever. Back of the shoes though look really good. That is one thing I do love about this release, is that bright red Nike Air. To me, that really pops off the shoe, and honestly is something that I wish the OG would have had. I get it that it didn't, and so therefore people are like more enamored with this pair, but just looking at the shoe side by side, I don't think there's any question that it looks better with the Nike Air in that bright red. Just again, really pops off the black. But at any rate, that is how this release is supposed to look. Stitching is clean. Rubber on the pull tab is just fine. You can already see that Jordan, the little sample stamp inside there in white. We'll look at that momentarily when we look at the other shoe. Medial side looks good, no issues. Let's check out the left one. Again, I feel like personally there's room for both pairs. I think they both have their own place kind of in history. This one being a sample, and obviously the OG as what MJ won his first championship in. But I don't think one diminishes the other. I think they're both great. Back of the shoes, everything seems to line up just fine. There is that brand again in that bright crimson. And again, I think there's a better shot of it. I think the lighting and the camera out here is kind of playing tricks that almost this panel is different. It's really not. It's pretty uniform. So clean paint job. Outsole. All right. And let's go ahead and check out the Strobel. And it is going to be that board Strobel that you get with an Air Jordan 6. And then there is that little sample print and size tag. Now these are going to come with just some regular tissue paper inside. Insole, as we talked about, is the Dream Cell. You got this kind of black fuzzy with the bright red branding, and it is for the appropriate size, men's 13, so no complaints there. So that's the shoes. Let's look at the packaging for this one. So you're gonna get that sample box, the cardboard look with that crimson Jumpman on the lid, gloss finish to hem. That look continues all the way around the box. Got some branding on the bottom, your Air Jordan, and the box label is, if I can get it to focus for you, Air Jordan 6 Retro. We got black and light crimson. Sorry, I think I've been saying bright crimson, but anyway, it's not infrared. In the lid, you do have that sample sticker like you're supposed to. You're gonna get the black tissue paper that we would get for 6s with the white paper underneath that, and then an anti-mold sticker there on the back side. Box came in perfect condition as per usual from Kickwho. It's pretty standard for those guys. Also came with the Salesman hang tag. Let me grab that real quick because I didn't show you that already. This one would have been affixed to this shoe. Okay, so the little Salesman Sample tag, of course, was on there in case you're curious about that. So anyway, guys, that is my unboxing review of the Air Jordan 6 Salesman Sample, the God Killer batch from Kickwho. I hope that you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout, guys, because we've got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.